Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Renton Reflects. There comes a time in the world of cinema when a film provides the kind of entertainment that is unlike any other. This movie in particular is no exception. The story features that of a high school student named Lane Meyer who has two main interests: skiing and his girlfriend Beth, whom he's absolutely obsessed over. One day, Beth decides to break up with Lane in favor of a ski jock named Roy Stalin. Unable to cope with the rejection, Lane contemplates committing suicide. Over the course of the film, he tries a few different methods of killing himself, to all of which comedically fail. On top of all that, he experiences moments of agony and embarrassment from some of the people he encounters, including his boss at a burger joint, two Korean guys who are always pestering him with challenges to drag racing, and a newspaper boy who is always asking for his $2 delivery fee. There are at least a couple of people who do provide him a moral boost, including his best friend Charles, who literally snorts everyday substances like cocaine, and a French foreign exchange student named Monique. All of these events eventually lead up to Lane challenging Roy to a race down the K-12, which is said to be the highest and possibly most dangerous ski slope around. It is his belief that by doing this, he would be able to win his girlfriend back. With a premise like that, it's not quite as morbid or off-putting as you might think. In fact, it's actually handled in a very tasteful manner, and it's also really funny. I would go into further details about the cast of characters and the side gags, but I don't want to ruin the surprises. I will say this though, it does include a few animated sequences, both hand-drawn and stop-motion, that are very amusing to watch. I would also say that it's almost up to par with the National Lampoon movies in terms of outrageous levels of humor, though it does seem to stand in a class by itself, given how unique the cast of characters and the side gags are, especially with the way they often juxtapose each other, providing certain comedic punches. It's been said that this movie is somewhat autobiographical of its writer and director, Savage Steve Holland. He actually did have a girlfriend in high school who broke up with him in favor of the captain of a high school ski team, and he did contemplate committing suicide because of it. His personal experiences eventually became the basis for this film, which probably explains why some of the characters are surprisingly relatable. Even if a few of them don't have much spoken dialogue, their actions say a lot about who they are. If there's one thing that I managed to take away from this film, it's this: there's more to living than revolving around just one thing, as it's all about experience and learning from it. This movie provides the kind of experience that you hardly ever get anywhere else. All the more reason for me to say that I definitely recommend this fascinating specimen of a film. It's an underrated comedy from the 1980s that should not be overlooked. If I were to give it a rating on a scale between 1 and 10, I'd give it a 7. It may not be perfect, but it's still silly good fun. And that concludes my review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.